welcome to our Plugs Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty Cat, with my sister co-host, Miss Morningstar on WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Hey,
Good morning,
good.
everyone. WKRA 92.7 The Change. Good morning. This is DJ Kitty here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection. I'm here with my co-host, Miss Morningstar. Hey, sis.
Hey now, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Yes, it is. It's a Thursday,
Yes,
almost the weekend.
it's
Woo-hoo.
almost there. We made it.
We
Almost,
almost.
almost, y'all.
Couple more days and we can say we made it.
That's right.
I hope everyone's having a great morning. I hope everyone's sipping on coffee, something delicious, and drinking water. You guys have consumed some water and are taking in this beautiful day that you've been woken up. Another day, another great day to be alive. Um, we have to appreciate every single day that we are given on this earth. I am thankful and grateful every single day. Let's start our show with our daily affirmations from our affirmation queen, Mrs. Morningstar. Go ahead, sis. Tell us what you got.
I love to live up to that title of being the affirmation queen. So I definitely, I love hearing that. So let's get into it, guys. So of course, again, I love Black History Month. It's never over for me. So we always gonna keep it blackety black, black, black. 365 days.
Love it.
So let's go with Rosa Parks. She was a civil rights activist who refused to give up that seat on the bus. Y'all remember Rosa? So she put a quote out here: facing fear with courage. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes the fear. Knowing knowing what must be done does away with fear.
I agree.
I
1,000%.
do. There
I mean,
it
once
is.
your mind is made up,
That's it.
it's a done deal. You don't have to fear anything. You
That's
just go
right.
for what you know. I love that one.
Hey,
That holds true.
listen, that is the truth there, because when enough is enough. And apparently the day she sat on that bus, she said, I'm tired today.
Okay. And
And
I've
that's
had just
it.
about enough. I'm not getting up.
That's
Period.
it.
I'm not scared either. I'm going to sit right here. If you're going to move me, you're just going to have to move me. It is what it is. Hey, I'll
That's
be all right. I understand. Rosa, as you rest in peace, we understand, sis, and or auntie, and we appreciate the sacrifice that you made.
Thank you.
I absolutely. Let's go ahead and hop into the weather. So, Holly
Okay.
Springs, Mississippi, you've got a high of 56 today and a low of 40. Maybe about a 3% chance of rain. Northwest winds about 9 miles per hour. It's going to be sunny with some clouds and wind gusts, but nothing major. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It sounds like a beautiful day. I like the 50s. I like the 60s and the 70s.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not
Mm-mm.
bad for
Not
a
for March. It's not
mm,
bad weather for March.
yeah, I didn't hear anything about snow or storm, so it's gonna be a good day.
Winning.
Yeah, winning, absolutely. And hey, it's a beautiful day. It's another beautiful day.
It is.
So let's go ahead and jump on current events. I do have a bit of sad news. We're gonna start with our giving our respect to our mayor, in Houston, Texas. That's where we're located. Sylvester Turner.
Yes.
Sylvester Turner spent his life being committed to servicing our city. He serviced so many people, and he was a good man. I knew him, and he's going to be greatly missed. He passed away. He's in the arms of an angel. He passed away on Monday, March the 4th. And my condolences to him and his family and his loved ones and all those who respected him as a leader. He was a good man, and he will be sorely missed. He took
Yeah.
over the seat of Sheila Jackson Lee when she passed. And I'm just going to say cancer is a horrible, horrible disease. And for those out there that are suffering, my heart goes out to you. You know, stay strong. You'll get
Yeah.
through it. Yeah.
He definitely lived a full life because he was even out and about, you know, suddenly when he succumbed. He was
Yeah.
actually, you know, at the presidential thing, that Congress address. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about
But was it presidential? Let's
it.
just.
That's what they want to call it. But it was debacle. It was buffoonery. It was foolish.
It
It
was a
was full
mess.
of everything we expected it to be.
And
Lies
more,
on top of lies.
just lies. Just lies. We can go ahead. Well, you know what? Let's save that for last. I
Okay.
did see an article. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is scheduled to cut another 80,000 employees. Why? Why? Why?
You know what, Kitty? Um, at this point, there is no reason. All you're doing is hurting our nation heroes, our veterans who already. I mean, the VA has had their challenges in the years prior with wait times, and you know that's why President Obama created the choice, which was Veterans Choice Program that was signed back in 2014. I had the official letter because I'm a federal employee, but you know, and the choice program wasn't great, but it was something. It was something to try to
Better than nothing.
better the you know, and uh DJT did sign another order when he became president, but it was basically the same. It was a to upgrade the program. So it became the veterans community care. It became community care, which was the same as choice, but it just was a better version because they tried to fix some of the issues they were having. But my point is, why are you trying to hurt our nation heroes? They need their care. They deserve their care. And they
That's
deserve the people to be at work to provide them this care.
it's to me, it's deliberate at this point. It's anything to hurt the nation. And I'm gonna keep saying it over and over until he shows us something different. You know, you elect a clown, you get a circus. You elect a criminal, you get crime. And this is criminal. You're stripping our veterans access to the care that they need. And for what reason? For what reason? It's debacle and
Yeah.
debauchery at this point.
It's deplorable. You
Deplorable.
remember Hillary
Hillary
Clinton?
Clinton.
It's
Deplorable.
deplorables. It's the deplorables, and she was dead on.
She was. And there's absolutely nothing that's going to stop him yet unless, Supreme Court or one of the courts or Article 25 or something, impeachment, something. I think Al Green, uh, that is my representative.
That's our
That's
representative.
our representative,
Yeah.
Al Green, and I know him
Stood on
personally.
business, honey.
Stood on business.
I
I
get
know him
emails.
personally, and he and I have been in a couple of committees together. And let me tell you something about Al Green. Representative Green holds no punches and he is not scared. Okay? He said what he said. Walk him out. He's fine. He's fine with walking out, but he's going to say what he needs to say, irregardless to what uh, the Speaker of the House or the other clowns that are in the audience say. I seen one guy going like this, like round him up. I mean, how do you live with yourself knowing that you are hurting your constituents? How do you live with yourself? How do you face yourself in the mirror? What do you think about the dollars? You can't take that with you. And the God I serve says, what you do to one, you do to unto me. So, hey, good luck when it's your turn to go
Woo! When you
go
say
get
that, when it's your time, I don't even want to see when it's his turn, what's going to happen to him, that the hell he will have to pay. I'm going to just say it.
Zeus always says lake of fire.
That's right.
And the lake of fire, baby, is warm and it's warming. And I think it's hot. So, hey, whatever may happen, that is not my business. But what is my business is making sure that our communities have what they need while we all go through this insanity.
Yeah. It's quite a shame.
It is.
After I didn't watch his
No, no,
I didn't watch it yesterday, although I got the highlights,
yeah,
and the fact checks and the lies. It was a Biden, of course. It sounds like he still think he's campaigning.
he
I
does.
don't think he's realized that he's actually won the election. So everything from the fact checking I read was about Biden caused the eggs. Biden did this, and he said he lied about an electric car mandate. We didn't have an electric car mandate, and they fact checked it, said there was never a mandate for electric cars.
You know,
I mean, but the way that he lies is it's just so natural to him
intensely.
and his followers. They believe everything he says.
You know,
Yeah.
that is the reason why they want to gut the Department of Education. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
gutting the Department of Education will help them to be able to continue feeding nonsense to people who don't have the mental capacity to think for themselves. If they could think for themselves, they would know that they are being lied to. If you were a free thinker, they quote unquote woke. They hate woke. Well, what's the opposite of being woke? Is being sleep. So if you could think for yourself, then maybe, just maybe, you would think that, okay, what he's proposing is crazy. The Department of Education is needed because obviously there's a whole group of people who aren't educated enough to know that what they're doing is harming themselves. But instead,
Yeah.
I just I don't know.
I don't need a kitty, but we are here to report the news, guys. We are here to report the facts, the truth. And we're going to keep doing that. The current events of the world, and how we see it, and how we
We
see it
see
through
it.
our lenses. And I guess you guys got to make sure, I always say it, connect to the right community.
Yes, so you
Connect
know
to the
that you'll
right
be
community.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then I see that Trump has silenced Marco Rubio.
Oh, Marco.
Oh,
Marco.
poor Marco. Poor Marco.
Poor Marco.
It's just a matter of
He
time.
was he
Has
was
it been
terrified.
yeah. Has it been 60 days? It hasn't been 60 days.
Nope.
It's this is the norm. Remember the high turnover rate they had his first term. So none of this actually surprises me at all. It's kind of like expected at this point. So there's so much more, but I think I'm going to end with that. You can go ahead and hit us with the fact checking.
Well, let's see. I didn't go into a whole lot of it. I was just kind of reviewing some of it, but let's see here. Let's do a couple of them. I told you about the electric vehicles, right? So we saw that was uh-oh, we saw that was debunked. Also, he spoke about, of course, the tariffs. Now, one thing that was interesting that he tried to say about the tariffs, which he normally says it won't affect the American people, he didn't say that this particular time. What he did was he kind of, it's going to be great, the words that he likes to use. And he also stated, you know, we're going to feel a little pressure, a little, hit, but it's going to even all out. It's going to be great. We're going to do fine. So again, if you know anything about tariffs, tariffs are, when you put blanket tariffs out there, they affect the consumers. They affect the consumers, and we are the consumers. And small businesses that depend on products being shipped over have no choice but to raise prices. So it affects the consumers. And, Canada is willing to play this game with him. China is even really willing to play it, because you put a tariff on us, we put a tariff on you. So everything he said was a hot mess. The fact checks was out of this world. It was a list, y'all. So that means just about everything that was being said was a lie.
Yeah, no surprise. Surprise, surprise. None whatsoever.
And it
You know,
was unprecedented, Kitty, for them to remove Al Green the way they did out of
I
that.
mean, of course it
It
was.
never had happened before.
But who are we dealing with? This is we should expect the unexpected. We should expect the unprofessionalism. We should expect the debauchery, embrace ourselves and make sure that we're okay. That's my message. Yeah, it's going to happen. Yes, we know. Yes, it's going to be a hot mess, but brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. That's all we can do. You know, um I was listening to some coworkers today, and they're going to listen in. They're going to listen in, and they're going to be like, "Oh, I can't believe you talked about this." So we were talking. We had a staff meeting today, and we were talking about the rodeo. So in Texas, we have the rodeo every year. Right after Mardi Gras, we start the rodeo. So there's a Go Tejano night, and some of the ladies were saying, "Are you going to Go Tejano night?" And all of them that are of Latin descent said, absolutely not. I said, why not? What's going on? They are saying that people don't want to show up because suspect that ICE will be waiting for them.
Yeah.
That is so
That
shame.
that is. All these years the rodeo has been here, and I've only been in Texas almost 8 years now. And I can see I can understand. They probably think it's a setup. Not that they're not legal citizens, but
No, the harassment.
the harassment is enough to
And
make you want to stay.
I'm not even putting myself in that situation because at the end of the day, who is to say they don't have a way of identifying, by looking at someone, whether or not they are documented or undocumented. So they're actually going to come up, the ladies that I work with, ladies and gentlemen that I work with are now carrying their passports and a bill and all types of documentation because everywhere they go. Now, I know in Germany, there was a time where this had to happen. It reminds me of Germany. I'm just going to put that out there. However you may feel about migrants coming to this country, I need everyone to take a deep breath and tell me where their family migrated from. because unless you're an Native American, indigenous, your family migrated here as well. Whether came on a slave ship or you came on willingly, your family migrated to this country. This country was colonized. It is what it is. Hey, um, any other facts that you want to bring up? We're about to take a break in one more minute, but we can, if you have one more.
Well, let's just do one more because this was kind of funny.
Okay.
So the gold card, I know you guys heard about the gold card. That's the that's the $5 million gold card. $5 million gold card, which will buy you your citizenship, because apparently only wealthy, rich people are the greatest, and they are they are not violent people. They are the best type of people. You want them in your country. You want those type of people here. So he says last night, gold cards don't need congressional approval. Misleading per the fact check. Immigrant experts are saying that Trump can neither create or give new green card programs nor shut down an existing one without congressional action. Listen, basic civics is needed in America. I need people to go and get the basic civics: legislation, judicial, executive branch.
Yeah, it's
Learn.
mm.
They make the laws. The Congress sets the laws, not the president. Not the president. The president is just a figure.
Yeah. He just signs off on it after it passes the House and the Senate. He can either veto or he can sign off on it. I need basic civics 101 for those who need it, because if you think that he can go in and just arbitrarily change laws without consequences. That's why all the judges are saying no and striking it down and putting a freeze on it. And the Supreme Court is saying, no, you can't do that, but, we are dealing with, it's different, honey. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty. I am here with my co-host, Miss Morningstar. We're going to be right back after this quick but much needed break as we reflect on what we just listened to. Opal May Simplistic Beauty is hair care and skincare in a bottle. Take a quick survey and let us design your own formula. Go to ourplugs.com, look for Opal May Simplistic Beauty, and we can get your formula out to you as soon as possible. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
Timeless elegance. Redefine class. Welcome to Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion at its finest, fashion that brings out your inner cuteness, and styles that make you go, oh girl, where you get that from? Check me out at www.morningstarboutiquebytam or at ourplugs.com. Can't wait to see you.
Hi, I'm Tori G., owner and founder of Say Something Tees, a statement t-shirt company. I got into this business by mistake, but the mission was no accident. As a Black female-owned brand, we do more than just sell shirts. We make statements. Our designs spark conversation, sometimes shady, sometimes in your face, but always bold. From the 92% collection, honoring Black women who always show up, to Dear Black Woman, a love letter to our strength and resilience. Our tees empower, uplift, and keep it real. Because at Say Something Tees, we believe your shirt should speak before you do. Shop Black owned, shop with a purpose. Find us at www.saysomething.biz and let's say something together.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Sparkle Cakes LLC takes custom to a whole new level. You are guaranteed to find a gift for that special someone or even a customized gift for yourself. So head on over to my Etsy shop, Sparkle Cakes LLC, and start your personalized order today. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Have a great day.
And we are back. Welcome back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection. I'm your host, DJ Kitty Cat, and I'm here with my co-host, Mrs. Morningstar. And tonight we are talking to nonprofits. I'm so excited to see and hear from these two companies and see what they do. So who do you want to start with, Ms. Morningstar?
You know what? Let's go ahead and bring Mr. Ivan Green up. I'll go ahead and get him in queue and bring him on up. Welcome, Mr. Green.
Good.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate this opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're happy to have you here. Glad you were able to get here and get on board and speak about your nonprofit and what you do.
Yeah.
So do you want to go
Looking
ahead and
forward
play
to
his?
sharing.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm stepping all over you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mrs. Morningstar, would you like to play his video?
Yeah, go ahead. And I have some of the questions for him, but yeah, you can go ahead and play his video.
So we know who we're talking to. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Irvin Green. I am the president of the Berg Family Reunion Club. We are a nonprofit organization, 501c3, located in the town of Leesburg, Virginia, which is about 45 minutes west of Washington, D.C. Our mission is to preserve the memories of Black descendants of Leesburg, Virginia, and support the residents of Native Black African Americans residing in the township of Leesburg, Virginia, through community building and outreach.
Okay.
Awesome.
Exciting.
And that's amazing. Amazing. I love history. Anything that's surrounding about our ancestors, I absolutely invested in.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So I'll just start off with a question. You just kind of gave us a little bit about yourself, but you can elaborate more and give us some more information about yourself and your organization for us and our listeners in the chat and in the radio world.
Okay, great. I am a retired special education teacher. I taught in the Fairfax County Public School System in which is in North Virginia. Born and raised in the town of Leesburg. And gosh, I wear so many hats, I don't know where to start. But I will say that once I retired, my vision was to start a nonprofit. Not sure what that was going to look like. But then once COVID hit, we had the George Floyd stuff happen. And then, you know, how we got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired of all the stuff that was happening to people that look like us. I just said, hey, it's time to start doing something for us. And we have been in existence since 2020. And this year, we'll mark our 5th year in existence as far as a nonprofit. And there's a lot of different things that we do for our community in terms of not just having functions, but giving back to the community, because I'm big on making sure that we take care of the community, especially those that look like us.
Amazing. And that was going to be my next question about what population are you servicing as far as your foundation and your organization. But it sounds like, you know, you kind of stated that. You can go into more.
Sure. We do turkey drives during Thanksgiving. We do holiday toy drives, which has kind of changed a little bit because it got to a point where it was kind of hard for us to kind of figure out what we were going to purchase for the children. So we went to gift cards, and they love the gift cards. The families do. And we also make sure that we take care of, again, those that look like us. You know, folks, other nationals have things for themselves. We never take care of us. We never come together as a collective. So my thing was, we need to make sure that we take care of folks who look like us. Now, if there's some folks that sprinkle in that may not look like us, we're not going to turn them away, but we're going to make sure they know that we're taking care of these people first before we take care of you.
Sweet voice.
That's my secretary.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So that's amazing, Ms. Green. What do you think, Kitty? Doesn't that sound good?
It does. I love that. You know, giving back to the community is one of the reasons why we started our organization. And connecting with nonprofits is one of our goals, to actually make sure that our communities are being serviced, especially now. There was a time when that's all we had was each other. And during that time, we leaned on each other and we were stronger. We were stronger together. We decided, for whatever reasons, to change the script. And I get it. I think that one of the reasons why we decided to change the script was because everything that we tried to do kept getting burnt down and dismantled by the system. And because of that, we've had to, you know, as a people, revamp. And unfortunately, when we decided to segregate into the system, and some people may not agree with me, and that's fine. These are my views. Ms. Moore, can you go on mute, because I hear the echo, and I know we got to fix our mics. But when we decided to segregate, we also disconnected from each other. There was a time where we all were connected. There wasn't a issue with making sure that the families were taken care of. When the father may have passed away in the household, or the mother may have passed away, and the neighborhood came together and made sure that the kids had what they needed. There was a time that actually did exist. But for whatever reason, we decided to give them a chance to show us what we needed to do. And here we are. So nonprofits, in my mind, is where we need to really focus our attention on, because that's the backbone of the community. The nonprofits that they see what we don't see. You know, we go to work every day, or we have our families, but they're in the trenches seeing what needs to be done. And it's up to the community to come together and say, hey, let me volunteer my time. If I got a few extra dollars, let me give a few extra dollars. If I have some food, let me contribute food. This is what our ancestors, this is how they did it. And we got away from that, but it's time to now it's like Reggie always says, there's a reason behind all of this. There's a reason he's up in that White House. There's a reason why everything is going this way. It's for us to get back connected. Because when we were connected, we didn't have these issues. We didn't.
That's facts.
That's facts.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think too, the thing is, and my thing, and I know I don't want to jump ahead of Miss Morningstar, because I know she has some questions, but I would be remiss to say that our nonprofit started as a reunion, a family reunion, not just my family, but the entire town. So we wanted to bring together the entire town. So when I went to some of the folks and we're talking with people and trying to bring people on board on the nonprofit, I wanted to make sure that I had people who had the same passion, but I didn't want yes men or women, because I believe in having different ideas, because it's not my way or the highway. I want you to be able to bring to the table what you like to see us to do. And I was able to bring together some wonderful people. I have a vice president, Rebecca Thomas. He is a great person to have as a board member. My secretary, Charlene Perry. We're all from the same town. So these are different families. So we had 500 people come to our first reunion, and that was a year before COVID. Then COVID hits, and then we miss a year. And then we had to wait another year, because the place where we have the reunion at Douglas Community Center, which is one of 3 Black high schools that are still standing in Virginia, they renovated the school. So they renovated not just the school, but the grounds as well. So we had to move the reunion, but we had a hard time finding somewhere to have it. So, but I share all that in saying that, in my opinion, it is important that we bring community folks together, even if it's for fellowship, getting together just to talk about stuff, sharing ideas, talk about how we can stay connected as a community, even though a lot of us have moved away and not still living in the town, but we can still offer things to those who still live there, especially those who paved the way for us. And I'm big on making sure that we take care of the elderly and the children.
I absolutely love that. The entire town. That is amazing. Miss Morningstar, I'm so glad that you found Mr. Irwin.
Well, you know what? I'm glad Mr. Green reached out to me
Mr. Green.
because he has been on our plugs. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I tell you, I don't know how to say it. Well, I'm just going to say it. I watch Straight Facts all the time, and then when I signed up for Our Plugs, I didn't see Miss Morningstar anymore, and I'm like, "Where's Miss Morningstar?" I was freaking out because I didn't know how to get in touch with you. And so I didn't know what to do, and then I just happened to see you one day on your live, and I said, here she is. So that's how I was able to make that connection with Miss Morningstar.
See how the intervenes, the intervines, reconnected.
I mean, it worked.
We never went away. We just moved on to, a different space. And that was basically it. So I'm so glad that you found me because it was meant for us to connect. What you're doing in the community is exactly the type of work we look for, the type of work where we're pushing the narrative when it's about community and us coming together and making a change, feeding our family, clothing our families, making sure we are, like you said, getting together just for recreation and just enjoying one another. Because at this moment in time, as Kitty said, it's just, we have to really take deep breaths from what we are witnessing. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna bring Diva up soon because she is another one of our amazing nonprofits, and she's feeding the community. She is putting the work in. Everybody eating
day in and day out, honey. Everybody
eating in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Everybody eating. And I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Do you have any projects or any events coming up that you want to go ahead and speak on for our audience and listeners, and how they can donate maybe to your cause and help? Because we're all community. No matter where we live, we can always put our,
Yes. We are in the planning stages of our 5th annual Juneteenth, which will be held in June, on the 21st of June. We have a great lineup of entertainers that will be performing that day. I have a flyer. I have literature that I can share out. It's on our website as well. We're going to have food vendors, merchant vendors, table vendors. We're going to have activities for the children. So it's going to be a special day that day. And one other thing I will also say is a great way to contribute for any business that's out there. We're putting together a program that will have business. You can get a full page ad, you can get a quarter page, eighth page, or whatever, half page ad in our program that we're going to have 2,000 people looking at the reunion. Not at the reunion, but at Juneteenth. And I have the template or the literature that we're sharing out to different businesses. And the thing that I want to say is that even though we're in Leesburg, it doesn't matter if you're in Missouri or Houston or wherever. If you have a business that people can put their eyes on, if they see something that they like and you ship, I think that's a great way of promoting your business at our event, because we want to make sure that we take care of those that look like us. And on that day at Juneteenth, we have businesses that look like us that we patronize that day, because that's the day we should be taking care of our own. So if anyone wants to put an ad in our program for that day, they can definitely reach out to me, and I can share my information either with you guys or however you wish for me to do
So
that.
what you can do, Mr.
But Juneteenth is
Green,
our biggest thing, and then our reunion that we do, our yearly reunion, is in September, so that will be held in September. I'm sorry.
So what you can do, Mr. Green, is you are a member of Our Plugs. Put your information on your page in Our Plugs.
Wow, that's
You can
right.
put
I
your
am.
flyer out there. You can put
There
all
you go.
your information, everything,
Okay,
the link to your everything into Our
I will do
Plugs.
that.
And
I
you know,
will
we
definitely
do
do that.
all of our advertising, and you know, we bring people into Our Plugs. And that's why we're doing this, is so that we can all be seen together. And let me say this to our Holly Springs listeners out there and our listeners in Memphis, Tennessee. If you have a nonprofit, this is where you need to be, so that you can get your nonprofit seen, and you can get the information that you need out there. Why not? You know, it's hard. We all know it's hard to get marketing and
Okay.
get what you need in order to be successful, because you've got a small group of people who are seeing you. But collectively, join Our Plugs so that everybody can see you. You know, we are starting, we have WKRA 92.7 has given us a blessing. They are a true blessing. They've given us the opportunity to get out here and speak with communities so that we can get our communities the information that they need so that they can thrive. I can never thank Raven enough. I can never thank WKRA enough for giving us this opportunity. So those folks that are in Holly Springs that are listening, if you have a business, a nonprofit, any type of organization, please join Our Plugs so that we can take this journey together. This is what it's all about, connecting us like our ancestors did. But this time they can't burn us down. I said what I said.
Yeah, I know that's right. We have a new way of
There you go.
communication, and it's through these
Absolutely.
radio
And
streams and through this social media network. Like Mr. Green said, he found me on TikTok.
Exactly.
So anything is possible when you find like-minded people on social media apps. Here's our opportunity to advertise your business, your nonprofit on the radio, so a world of people can see it and can participate and be part of the community.
Exactly. Absolutely. We're going to come back. You know what? We
yeah,
do have a
I
couple
would.
more minutes. We do have a couple more minutes. We can keep talking. We got 2 more minutes before we have to
Okay.
take a commercial break. Did you have another question for Mr. Green?
So, Mr. Green, I guess you were just telling us about your 5th annual. Can you tell us that date again for the Juneteenth? I want to make sure everybody jots it down and they're able to listen, because that sounds like that's going to be a wonderful event. And you never know who may travel out to come see the event, because we celebrate. We like to party
Right.
now.
That's
We take a
right.
train.
That's right.
We can
It's
hop on
Saturday,
a
June
train.
20.
No planes.
Oh, yeah, no planes, though. No planes.
Yeah,
On
we're
trains
gonna
and
get on the train.
automobiles.
No,
Trains
no,
and automobiles.
we're not doing the plane thing. So. It's Saturday, June 21st. It'll be held at Adderley Park in Leedsburg, Virginia. As a matter of fact, I'll make sure to put that flyer up on Our Plug so that way it's there, and then also share the program information if folks would like to put their ad in the program booklet.
Perfect.
So yeah, Saturday, June 21st is
Perfect.
Okay. Amazing. Great.
And then that's for Juneteenth. What was the other event that you were saying? Your family reunion?
The family reunion that will be held Saturday, September 21st. So we have 2 21s. That's kind of odd. But anyway, Saturday, September 21st is a family reunion, and that's also held in Leesburg, Virginia.
Is Leesburg?
And we will have a flyer.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
That's all right. We have a small delay.
Yeah, we do have a small
Okay.
delay. So is Leesburg, Virginia, is that a military?
We'll have a flyer that'll share that information.
Is that a military town?
No, it's not military.
Leesburg.
No, it's
How do you
not.
spell it? Leesburge?
2 E's, Leesburg.
Burg.
And our name Berg Family Reunion comes from Leesburg. So we just took the Lees off and made it Berg.
That was going to be my question. The Berg family reunion. Where did you guys get that from? But Leesburg has some history, right? I mean, Virginia has its own history, but Leesburg has some history tied to it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And we've been kind of, I don't think it's something that's in the forefront of our minds, but it's usually in our minds when we have our Juneteenth event, because we're never not sure if some of the, I don't know, I'm almost going to be TikTok friendly here, but I don't think I have to be TikTok friendly here. But those folks that walk around with their face covered, they still
we know about them.
They still post those signs up in the town. So we're always kind of leery about if they're going to show up, but we have a great police presence that day. So it's not something that we're concerned about, but it's in the back of our minds because you never know.
Well,
and you know when
go ahead.
Well, FAFO if they mess around.
I mean, like I know, you wouldn't try it. Don't try it in a small town, a big town, no town. Maybe
listen here.
Look,
I ain't a K, but don't push me.
I ain't either, but don't push me. I'm
that
in Texas,
I know that's right.
And it's a stand your ground. Right. Stand your ground.
Right. That's
okay.
Right.
So we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Yes, hang out with us.
Hang out with us, Mr. Green.
I will.
You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection, on WKRA 92.7, The Change.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Middleton, life and executive leadership coach and owner of Radiate Coaching and Development, where we provide transformational, strength-based coaching and mentorship. My goal specifically is to support you in identifying your mission, your vision, and your values that help you take your power back as you are building your career. Whether it's within or outside of the corporate world, my goal is to really empower you in making decisions that work well for you. So if you want to reach out to me, by all means, you can email me at radiate@midspiration.com or check out my website at radiatecoaching.com.
Hello, fellow taxpayers. I'm Andre Martinez, and as the founding owner of EA Tax Pros, I can honestly tell you that our clients trust our team of highly skilled and experienced accountants. Why? Because we work with a passion to keep your money in your pockets, and we keep filing taxes simple, regardless of any situation. And let's be honest, taxes are not everyone's favorite. That's why, as a multi-service accounting firm, our professional accountants have a deep understanding in all areas of accounting, and as well as tax planning, preparation, and resolving your tax issues. We lead the way of effectively utilizing the tax regulations and IRS codes to help our clients clearly identify the path of their personal, nonprofit, and business goals. So, if you don't know how to start your business or your nonprofit, we welcome you to the EA Tax Pros team, and you will have access to our enrolled agents who have earned the highest certification of the IRS, as well as CPAs, certified acceptance agents, and QuickBooks certified pro advisors. So give us a call, 713-496-0262. Or you can visit us at ea-taxpros.com. So come join the team that taxpayers trust. Also, don't forget, to check out ourplugs.com, a community built with culture.
And we are back.
Awesome. Let's
Yeah.
get Ziva up
Let's
here.
go ahead and bring up Miss Ziva.
Ziva, are you with us? There she
Hey there.
is.
Hi.
Hey, sis.
Good
Hey.
morning, everyone.
Good
How are you
morning.
doing?
Welcome, Mr.
Morning.
Green. Welcome. I love your story. I love what you're doing in your community as well. We definitely need that. We definitely need it everywhere.
Thank
You
you.
know, and then it's about communication and it's about connecting the community. And once we connect the community, we all come into this big circle of love, loving our people, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. I knew you were going to be smiling when
Thank
you
you.
got up here. After
So,
Mr. Green, I knew
Mr.
it.
Mr. Green, this is Powerful Black Woman. She's a creator on TikTok. You recognize the name Powerful Black Woman?
Maybe
Yes,
didn't hear you.
I
He
do.
got us.
I do.
He has a delay.
Yeah, he has a delay. So she's part of our plugs. She's one of our administrators.
Absolutely. And she's actually she's the administrator for nonprofits.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you guys will be doing a lot of work together because
Yes.
I know, what was it? Was it your first
Ooh.
commercial that you got Trader Joe's reached out to you?
Yes.
Yes, her first commercial, her first time
Yes.
coming on the radio, Trader Joe's. I'm gonna let you tell the story. Let me hush. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Tell the
I'm
story.
gonna go on mute.
Me too.
So the first time I came on the show, which is YouTube, and we're speaking about my nonprofit. Later on, probably the following day, someone reached out to me from Trader Joe's, and I asked them. I said, "Well, how you hear about me?" They told a little bird told me that they saw me on YouTube. So it went on from there. I got a contract with Trader Joe's, and they've been donating every month.
That is a blessing.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And one of the things I was going to talk about, and I didn't. I mean, the hardest thing with the nonprofit that I've learned and I'm sure this happens with everyone, um, is trying to garner sponsorships, and it appears to me that not that it appears, we always seem to get more support from those that don't look like us than those that look like us. And it's not that
Yeah.
I'm always looking for those that look like us to give the support,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard. And I tell you, I went about it the wrong way in terms of soliciting sponsorship, but it hasn't been easy, and that's been the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, if I were to pick one thing that's been the hardest thing, is the sponsorship. Now we do a lot of fundraising on our own,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be nice for me. I would love to have a Juneteenth event where everyone can come for free instead of charging a fee, because we do
Right.
have bills to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So without sponsorship, it's hard to get the money up front to be able to pay for things and have people come for free. That's my goal, because I have such a huge heart. I want to make my Juneteenth event where it's free for the community.
Yes. Yeah. And that's how you communicate. It's all about communicating. It's a lot of people in our community know the need they need, but they're afraid to ask, right? So when we go and have a conversation
Right.
up and personal, you can feel them, they spirit, and they know they hurting because the words that come out their mouth, they hurting. So I just collaborate with the community and we come together. And it's hard to get donations from our people. But if we get out there and talk and reach those corners that we see people out there that's struggling, they can guide you to the next place where we need to go talk to somebody, because they know all the places around.
Ziva, can you give our new
Okay.
listeners for the morning
Okay.
show a little bit of info on what your nonprofit is? Because I don't think they know.
Let's go ahead and play our commercial.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
do your
has a new
commercial, then you
commercial.
come
Let's do
back
your
into
commercial.
it. Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, so let's go here.
Hello, my name is Diva Carter, the founder and CEO of our nonprofit called Carter's Caring Hands. But first, I want to tell you a story how I started. At the age of 14, living in Detroit, Michigan, attending my Catholic church at the time, called St. Margaret Mary, I met this member there named Mrs. Brown, bless her soul. She asked if I'd like to donate with her, to give back. I said yes, realizing she was working with Meals on Wheels. So we started working together. But as I gave my first meal to the senior citizen, I seen the joy and the smile on her face that she was very appreciative to receive her food. As years went on and time go by, I continued to give back. But this particular year, I met this man online called Marshall. He lived here in Kalamazoo while I resigned in Detroit. I continued to give back. Came to find out that he was doing the same thing in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and in Grand Rapids. As we got married in 2013, we collaborated our thoughts together and decided to do a nonprofit, and that's where I got the name from, my married name, Carter's Caring Hands, in 2023. So yes, I'm still giving back at the age of 60, and what joy it brings to my spirit and my heart, because I know it is my calling. I know the struggle. I've been there, and I know how hard it can be. But as we go on, my husband and I, we give out of our own pockets. But right now we are asking you guys if you can go ahead and donate to our cause at www.carterscaringhands.com and give back whatever you can, because every penny counts and every dollar falls and every dollar stretches to serve those in need that's struggling to keep food on their tables. So that is my story, how it all started. And I hope to hear from you soon. God bless.
Yep,
Love it.
that's how it
Love
all started.
that. Yay.
It all started at the age of 13.
I need your director's information.
Okay.
Okay. Because that's a really good
That's a good video. That's a good
Yeah.
commercial. That's
Mhm.
quality commercial.
Yeah.
For all those out there
That's
listening
nice.
on WKRA 92.7 who are listening in, please go to Our Plugs LLC on YouTube so you can actually see the videos as well. We have some great, amazing businesses that put these commercials together. Not only are they talking so that you can hear, they've put their commercials together, which is just phenomenal. So you can go and check us out at any time. But yes, go ahead, Ziba. I love your commercial.
Yes, it's important to give back, guys, and it's not for us. It's when I give back, I'm doing the Lord's work, and plus it feels good to give back.
It does.
It feels so good to give
It
back,
is.
and
It is a good feeling.
we give out of our pocket,
Mhm.
until we start getting donations, right? All these years we've been doing it out of our pocket, and the money it's not about the money, it's about serving the community, and that's what
Absolutely.
it's all about. And I urge people to donate whatever you can, because a dollar of the connections we got will feed 10 families.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Will
Wow.
feed 10 families.
And that's
Wow.
what you have to, that's what you look for, that's how this community will sustain whatever's coming at us.
Mhm.
And the thing that I'd like to see is not only our nonprofits come together, but we bring in young adults so that we can show them the way. Because one
Mhm.
day we're going to have to pass the torch. We
Mhm.
can't, we've got to continue to push forward this cycle, because what happened was when we decided to go with civil rights, when they gave us civil rights, we said, okay, that's all we need. And we stopped feeding and pouring into each other. Yes, we went to church. Yes, we did that part. But it takes more than just going to church. It's making sure that if I'm eating, my neighbor's eating, and his neighbor's eating, and her neighbor's eating. If a child needs tutoring after school, they're getting that additional care to educate them. You know, we can't, as you all are witnessing firsthand, we can no longer depend on a government who's quote unquote supposed to be here for us. It's not happening any longer. So it's on us, and it's on us to pull in those young adults and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how you do it. I need you to come and shadow me. I need you to, come work with me, because one day I'm not going to be able to do it, but somebody has to keep walking in these steps. Somebody has to keep going forward.
It is our responsibility
It
to
is.
raise our kids in a productive lifestyle. And volunteering is a productive lifestyle. Teaching them how to give and not be selfish. And if you giving to help the next neighbor, that neighbor will get strong to help the next person.
There you go.
Those volunteers you see out there with me, those were people with suffering. They got on their feet and they brought more volunteers.
There you go.
And that's the community connection. And that's what it's all about. I have my grandsons out there sometimes with me. And especially boys, oh yeah, y'all gonna learn how to give back, because I don't want them to be selfish. I want them to know the meaning of giving.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's
Not
such a
just-
lesson.
yeah.
It's such a lesson in a blessing. It's a
It
lesson
is.
and it's a blessing, because not only are you helping enrich the community, you're helping people with the nutrition, the things that you need. I mean, you and Mr. Green, both, from what I've heard today, you're giving people what they need. You're
Yeah.
meeting needs, and you're also at the same time teaching them to be better humans, better citizens.
Yes.
Give back. That's what I see it lacking so much right now. People are so selfish. This is a selfish society.
But not for
And
long. Not for long.
yeah,
Like
it
now,
just is.
we don't have a choice.
It's a selfish world.
That's why.
And this is
That's
why
how
we're
we got
here.
here.
This is how we got here. And Lord knows we should have been here, us as a community. I'm talking about my melanated family. We should have been here, but it's okay. It's better late than never.
Mhm.
Black Papa Woman says all the time.
Correct.
Better now than never.
Mhm.
And we
Yes.
have to take this opportunity to
Correct.
give and to be part of something that is doing the work. That's what Kitty said. I implore everybody in Holly.
Woo.
I heard some feedback.
It-
I implore everyone in Holly Springs to make sure you go to ourplugs.com, register your nonprofit, email us, let us know you registered, and we'll get in contact with you and we'll bring you on the show. And you can talk just like these two are talking about their wonderful things that they're doing in the community. You'll have your opportunity as well. Go ahead, Mr. Green. You had something you wanted to say?
Well, there was a couple things I was going to say, and DJ Kitty hit something on the head that I had just talked with my board about last month at our board meeting. We're not going to be around forever, and we need to start having these younger folks coming in. And I have a young man shadowing me because sooner or later I'm going to get tired. I'm going to still support, but we need to pass the baton and not be afraid to pass the baton, because we can't do it forever. We got to make sure, if we want to make this thing keep going, then we got to bring the younger folks along and make sure that we show them the way.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And once we give it to them, it's up to them to keep it going So and I respect that, because some people are selfish and they only think about themselves, and they, I don't hide stuff. I want to make sure it's out there, so that way when I'm ready to pass it on, it can just keep going, keep the ball rolling.
We're not
the other thing
gatekeeping.
I was remiss to talk about was our reunion that we have. One of the things that I talked about, we make sure we take care of the elderly and the children. So the first year we had the reunion, we honored the eldest living member that was still living in our town. She was 103 years old.
Wow.
And we gave her an award. And that day, with the family's permission, we were able to name the award after her and start giving it to the eldest member each year that we have the reunion. She passed away at 106.
Wow.
Maybe a year, 2 years ago, she passed away at 106. The last person who just got it last September was 99 years old. So this year we'll be giving it to someone that's 96. And we've been giving it to women, so we're going to give it to a man this year.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. He's 96. So we're trying to go in succession order in terms of the age, but you have to be at least 85 and older to get the award. So I wanted to make sure I say that, because we want to make sure we take care of our elderly.
That's right. What a blessing to live to be 85, 90, 95, 106, some, when you hear the young kids say, "Oh, you're old." My daddy used to tell me, "You better pray that you get to be my age one day." Because what's the alternative, baby? And that is
right.
a blessing.
That's right.
That's a blessing.
That's right.
I mean, that person has some gems to share. And that, just to be able to know somebody who lived to 106, what they were able to share with their families, that they can carry on from generation to generation.
Imagine what they've seen over 106 years. Wow.
They've been through it all.
Yeah.
Those are people you listen to.
Those are.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, man. That's the one thing that, I loved about being around my elders, is the stories that they had to tell,
Yeah.
And now I have a grandson and he loves listening to me. And he's like, "Did y'all have TVs when you lived 100 years ago?" Now I'm not 100 years old, but the perception of
they
the
so
age
funny.
They are hilarious.
Yes.
Or
they are
living
olden,
in the
olden
1900s.
days.
In the olden days, did y'all have cars? Yes, we had cars. They weren't like now, but yes, we had cars.
We seem old to them.
To them,
Okay. I was asking my grandmother the same thing. She used to say, "Keep living."
Right. Until they get there.
Yep, keep living.
Just keep living.
I never thought, we in 2025, I never thought I would live this, because it seems so far.
Right.
When you're younger, I'm gonna live to 2025.
And I would say the one,
we're here.
Say it again, Mr. Green.
2025.
Oh. I think we have a bit.
The one thing I will say about Miss Mary, when we gave her the,
Keep going.
what's going on?
It's skipping. Yeah, it's
connection.
okay. Just keep talking. It's just the connection. Your connection is a little off. That's all. Next time you come up, we're gonna fix your internet situation before you come up the next time. It's just, sometimes we have learned
okay.
the last few months about the internet and these connections and letting things go, and we've learned the hard way, but we are still here and still kicking. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection. I'm your host, DJ Kitty. I'm here with my co-host, Miss Morningstar. Tonight we are talking to some phenomenal people who have nonprofits. We are talking to Mr. Green and Mrs. Carter, and they are talking about their nonprofits. I hope you guys are enjoying this morning. What did I say tonight? This morning, and enjoying our message. And again, if you have a nonprofit out there, we want to hear from you as well, especially in Holly Springs, especially in Memphis, Tennessee, because we're broadcasting out of your city. So come on out and let's hear from you. Go ahead. Who was speaking? Mr. Green. Let's see if you can pick
No.
up. Go ahead.
Okay. I was saying I had a chance to sit and talk with Miss Mary Wallace. She was the one, our first recipient at 103 years of age. And the one thing that she said to me, just talking about what you guys were just talking about, how kids talk about TVs and things like that. She was sitting there and she had tears rolling down her eyes. And I thought, well, these are happy tears, right? And she said, yeah, they're happy tears, not for the award, but just being here under this nice pavilion, this nice park. And I can go back, this is what she was saying, she could go back 90 years or 80 years and remember the first time she went to a cookout, it wasn't that nice. They were in a dirt field and they had to bring their own stuff to cook, because stuff was already prepared because they didn't have grills that were at the park where they could grill stuff. They didn't have a sidewalk where they could walk up to the, so there were certain things that she had shared that she was thankful for, because of where she came from to where she was that day. So yeah, those folks do have a lot of things to share, and she had a lot to share that day in her 103 years that she lived. So just being in her presence that day was just amazing. It was just felt so warm and loving. So
yeah, I can only imagine. Can you imagine 100 years ago what it was like being a Black person in America?
No.
Yeah, it was. And unfortunately, we're in a time where this person in this administration talking about taking us back. We ain't going back. We are not going back. What we're going to do is galvanize and circle the wagons and make sure that we have what we need, and they can do whatever they want to do. We got this. Yes, we tried it with y'all. We did. We gave it an honest try. They want to do away with everything. We gave it an honest try. It's time for us to worry about us. We always tell folks to mind their business. It's time for us to mind ours. And that is our melanated business, because we have learned, they have shown us, they showed us on November 5th, 2024, what time it is. And I can tell time real good. We got about 7 more minutes on this show. That's how much time, how well I can tell time. Baby, we're not going back. What we're going to do is be together. No. Yeah.
I say this all the time. We are not our ancestors, but we are our ancestors' descendants. Our ancestors gave us the tools to use today, but we have stronger tools to use. They led the way. We picking it up for the next generation. We have to teach them to do the same thing. Hopefully, they don't have to go through all this. So we have to make this a safe ground for them to be at peace when we are done with it.
Exactly, Mrs. Ziva. I was about to call you Miss Morningstar. Exactly. We have to be at peace with ourselves, and knowing that they have a plan. I don't, at this point, their plans are irrelevant to me. We can pull together or pull our resources. We put $1.7 trillion back into this economy. Imagine what we can do if we say enough is enough. We've already, but we see what happens when we boycott. Ask Target how well they're doing, and the stock markets look pretty bleak thanks to the administration. Imagine what we can do when we all have said, okay, fine. We can encourage each other. We can fund each other. We can go ahead and get these Black grocery stores together. We can get these Black schools together, get educators together. If they don't want to educate our youth, that's fine. Black women are the most educated people in the country. We can just educate each other. They started Hillman Talk, and it kind of fizzled out because, of course, there was some issues, but we can figure that out as well. We don't, we use what you got to get what you want. That's what my mama always said. Use what you got to get what you want. There's only so much more that they can provide for us. Think about it. We are the blueprint and they follow our lead. Well, it's time to fold up our blueprint and only show each other and move forward. It's time to be selfish.
We don't fold it up, we lay it out.
No, well, we lay it out for
We
each
gonna
other.
lay it out. We ain't
For
gonna
each
fold up
other.
nothing. We gonna
No,
lay it out.
Sis, we folded up so that the colonizers can't see our blueprint, but we can lay it out. So
they see the blueprint. That's what they're afraid of. So they know we are the blueprint. That's why they put every tool in power to stop us, but it cannot stop us. They know we are the blueprint.
Yes.
So we're going to keep moving forward, have our peace of mind, and don't let no distraction.
Try to stymie.
We know how to do it. We gonna do it. We are doing it.
We are doing it. We don't have a choice. Even if we didn't want to, it's in our nature to do this.
That's right.
So, I mean, even on the days that we all get tired, we all have our own lives and have our own families.
Done.
We're still going to get it done. Irregardless of all of it, we're going to get it done.
We're moving forward, period.
We've got about 3-4 more minutes left in the show. Any last words, Mr. Green? We'll start with you.
I just want to say that it's always great to be able to connect with a new group of folks that know nothing about us, and I appreciate this opportunity because now I feel like I'm with the big dogs, so to speak. So, and being in you all present, I tell you, just on TikTok, I'm always in awe, but now I literally appreciate this opportunity, truly. And I want to read this quote from Coretta Scott King, and it goes back to community. And I live by this quote daily because of the nonprofit. And it reads, and is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members, end quote. And that's a strong quote because communities can't be great if you don't have members who and be about it. Don't talk about it, but be about it. Show what you can do. Show what you can offer. And that is a quote that I truly live by every single day.
Thank you, Mr. Green.
So,
thank you so much for joining us this evening.
That's
and
the last thing
you
I
will be back. We're going to fix your audio. We're going to fix your audio the next time you come on so that we don't have the mishaps, but it's fine. I think that for the most part, we've all heard your message. And no. We heard you. And thank you so much.
And it might be because
Diva?
I'm in my office, and next time I'll change the room. Okay.
Absolutely. Ziva, go ahead. Go ahead with your message.
Well, I just want to give this opportunity to thank our plugs, right? We got this group together from TikTok. Do you see how we connect? When we have the same ideas, our magic is strong. We are powerful people. We know what we can do in our communities. We know what we can do for our people, but it takes all of us. It takes all of us. So this is the beginning.
That's right.
It will never be an end. This is the beginning, and it's going to keep on moving. We're moving forward. In every corner, 4 corners of the earth, God said, spread it. And that's what we're doing. We're spreading on each corner of the earth.
Absolutely.
So we got to continue to keep on pushing forward and getting our people involved and positive in a productive lifestyle.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Go ahead, sis. We got about 20 seconds.
All right. Thank you guys for coming by today. It was amazing. We really appreciate you guys. Mr. Green, we would love to see you back. Now you're part of our family. You're in the back
Thank you.
channel. So we will talk to you in Signal. So just make sure you check your Signal. And you guys have a good night.
I
Good
will.
day.
Thank you all. Thank you all. You're listening to
Thank you.
WKRA 92.7. The Change. I'm DJ Kitty. I'm here with my co-host, Miss Morningstar. We thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
everybody.
day.
Have a good night. A good
Hey
morning.
y'all,
Good morning.
it's DJ Kitty and Miss Morningstar. We are here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC. Be sure to tune in. Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty and Miss Morningstar. We are here from